I'm Reverend Bob. Bob, to people who know me. Hi. Oh, wow. Was this girl loved or what? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I told Kevin he's turning into his dad. He says, I'm honored. I'm honored to be here today. I can't add to what's been said today. And sometimes, like good music, it's the words that are between the words that were spoken. The smile. I lost my brother last year, so I know what it's like to lose a sibling. We lost our only sister last week. So I kind of know how you feel. The other day when I was going to the bank, that's, I think, changed names 6 times since I've been in town. Chase. There's a 58 Cadillac sitting there. And what I'm talking about is I looked around, there's my brother, tattoos and all, leaning up against his 58 Cadillac. So you're going to be going through times where you're going to feel your sister. And that's a good thing. All the time, and I've been a working musician for 30 years. Some of my best memories are Anita gigs with her camera. All the time with that camera. Everywhere, like Chauncey said. So, be ready for pictures to come to you in your dreams. She's not going to stop, you know. She's got to change her aperture speed a little bit. That's all. And she sure is smiling today. Fills this whole room. And we need to take all this love that's been generated today and we need to send it out to where it's needed. You all know those people that need it. So take it, and she'll send it off for you. So, and of course, Gordon's got a big list for her to do. He's the organized type, and she's the dutiful daughter that pulls kids out of school. So, I'd like to do a Beagle song for you. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yes, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Imagine no other easy if you try. No heavy loads above the sunny sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine no country isn't hard to do. Nothing to keep or die for. No religion to imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I agree, but I'm not the only one. Hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. When the night is cloud, here's the sapphire light shines on. Shine on till tomorrow, let it be. Wake to the sound of music, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, so be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, so be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Thank you. We love you, Anita.
How did you know we didn't have electricity after the sun went down? That's really good. Excuse me, I've had a rough day today, so I'm bawling my eyes out all day, so I'll break up a bit. I left Ramona when Anita was 26, so the first half of her life we were together, and the second half we gathered at family holidays, and she threw the best ones. I had Aunt Ruth and Nana who used to revel in having the perfect holidays, and Anita sort of followed suit with everyone that we had, and always made it wonderful to come home to. But the other thing we did was we traveled, not quite a bit, but when we did travel, it was a revelation for me to realize I have a partner that I can actually travel with and not want to kill at the end. We had a good time. We went to Tahiti in 2011 after Dad went, and she got to meet my family and the Tuamotus who had heard about her and everyone else in my family up here, but they, it was like they'd known her whole life and met her with open arms, and she felt so comfortable, as you can probably see from some of the pictures up there. And she got laid big time when we left. Hardly see her face. There were so many flowers and shovels, and so it was wonderful to continue sharing the families in the South Pacific. This last trip was unique. I have business trips every once in a while, and whenever I do, I invite my siblings to join me so we can get into trouble. And I always have a great hotel, so we can all cram into one little hotel room and really make it worth it. And Anita was the only one that could meet me up in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, for this last conference. And she called me in early July and had said that she'd had a headache. And I asked her, what kind of headache? Every woman has headaches, it seems. And and she said, well, it's pretty bad. And I went, like, the worst headache of your life, or the first headache like this? And she said, yeah, I think so, but I'm getting better now. Just a little memory loss, short term. And I went, like, 50 first dates memory loss? She said, no. And a little bit of vision problem. But she was bound and determined to make this trip. She wanted to meet me in Wyoming. So she and Jeff took their Harley 1,000 miles up to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, excuse me, to spend 4 or 5 days with me up there, and it was great. But it was then that I realized that there was a change. And I thought, it's a pleasant change. She's happier than I've ever seen her. She's smiling all the time. The hugs that I get, you know, when you hug your family, and you kind of pat them on the back and say, see you in 3 months, or see you later, you know, Christmas is coming, I'll see you then. These were hugs that I'd never felt from her before, and you all probably have felt all the time, but it was really something. You know, it was a change for me, and it was beautiful. And I was sad the first night I saw her. I was sad because I knew that she had changed, and I didn't know, you know, if she'd had a stroke or if it was a mass or some sort of something I'd never heard of before. But she had changed. But she was so happy that I couldn't be sad around her. So we just enjoyed every day. And thanks, sweetheart. They were supposed to return home to California on a Thursday, but she woke up with a headache, and so she slept for like 8 hours. And then when she finally woke up, I asked, "Hey, babe, how are you feeling?" And she goes, "Fine. How are you?" And I was like, "Wow, you woke up earlier with like a really bad headache." And she went, "Really? I don't have it now. What's for lunch?" She was very joyful, and I think that the grace, even though this is a really horrible thing that happened, but the grace in it while she was with us is that she couldn't remember the bad. She couldn't remember the pain. She also couldn't remember conversation, you know, from yesterday, but it didn't matter because she was in the moment right now, loving everyone she saw. Kevin said when he was with her 30 times a day, not near the end there, that, you know, "I love you, Kevin, I love you, Kevin, you're an amazing brother. Mom, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I have to be doing something." She always had to be doing something. So when I got back to Hawaii after those 5 days, I emailed her doctor, and, you know, Anita's big excuse was, "I'm not insured, I'm not going to go see anybody." And he overruled that, thank goodness, and we got a diagnosis, and we got time. We got time, quality time, before she passed. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that the family was able to be with her and to hold her and to touch her all together and let her know that it was okay to go and that she would always be with us. And I think she said that to Chauncey too, or Essence. Yes? Yeah. She was apologizing for the mess she was leaving. We kept telling her we were looking for the mess. We couldn't find the mess. But she was apologizing for that. And she looked at Chauncey and she goes, "Don't worry, babe. I'm always going to be with you." And I think that she's always going to be with all of us. She's that smile, if nothing else, you know. I don't know what else to say, but thank you so much for coming and for being with us. It means everything to the family and to each other, I'm sure. I'm grateful that you came. Thank you.